what we've got in front of you is something that we have to kind of just slow down and make sure everybody truly understands. This is the Emerson combo player. So it's a DVD player, it's a VCR, VHS player, but more importantly, it dubs, it records all of your old movies, your home videos, baby's first steps, wedding videos, recitals, embarrassing plays you did in high school, and turns them into DVD where they can be put on a computer where they can be saved forever. That's the basics behind this product, okay? Here's what you need to know. The VCR portion of this, the VHS heads inside this player, there is one factory in the world that is making them, and they are done. They've officially said we're not going to do it anymore. Nobody is manufacturing VHS tapes anymore. Now, we all know the quality of what's on a VHS, that the air alone is oxidizing and ruining it, let alone dusts, the storm of the century going on here in Florida, and floods and fires, you name it. So we, as a company, have seen such a huge response for this product. It's one of our 10 faves of the day. We place a new order with Emerson the second we get the first order in, because they're no longer manufacturing this product. Every time we stock it, it sells out. We try to get more, and every time we are told it may be the last time we're able to offer it to you. If you have one VHS tape, if your sister does, if your mom does, if it's video of a grandparent who's no longer with and you want to be able to share that with your kids and your grandkids, if it is your wedding video and you want to be able to preserve it, you want to put it on Facebook for Throwback Thursday, you want to see now in high definition what your dress looked like the day you got married, this is a one-of-a-kind piece of technology, and we will continue to work to keep it in stock, but fair warning, every time it comes in, it may be the last time. I'm not making this up. We've been warned and we've been told it is just the facts. Right now, this is the only airing on the day, and we're doing a special 5 flex deal for the day, and there it is. There are 740 people in America right now who have one important video that they want to preserve and they want to keep, that they don't want to turn over to a stranger, that they don't want to have dubbed for $20, $30, $40, $50 a tape. And if you're one, I guarantee you, your siblings have videos that you'd love to preserve, that they'd love to preserve, your parents do, you name it. If this is appealing and exciting to you, knowing that it's going to turn it into high definition, knowing that it's a VCR player and a DVD player, knowing that you can get it shipped to your door free of charge, that we throw in the cables, the blank discs to get started, and you can get more blank discs at drugstores, at gas stations frequently these days, you have to be quick to order it because it's a crapshoot. Every single time we get, I feel like, fewer and fewer. I remember the last time we did this, we had 2,000. Right. It had 2 airings that sold out. This is the only airing, we have 700. If you want it, if you need it, don't miss it. What would you pay for that one lost video once it's gone? Aaron, there's a crazy storm going on here in Florida today. We've been told we're gonna have more major storms make landfall this year than in the past decade. So floods, fires, they're all gonna happen. All of those things are gonna happen, and like you said, certainly the air we breathe is gonna be around no matter what. So here's the problem, just to quickly review the problem. If you have these, if you have tapes anywhere in your house, if they're in your basement or they're in your attic and you're kind of lulled into thinking, oh, they're fine, they're out of the way, they're fine. Well, they're not fine. There's, as Brett said, every natural disaster can destroy them. Just time and the air we breathe starts to oxidize the tape, starts to become yellow, get a double image, and then eventually it's snapped and it's gone. So that's the bad news. If we ended our presentation there, it would kind of be a bummer, but we're not going to. I'm going to show you guys my soon-to-be world-famous one-finger demonstration, to which Brett was referring earlier in the show. Here's the deal. With one finger, and it literally is one finger, that's why it's a customer pick on HSN.com. Yeah, because it's easy. You don't need a film degree to do this. The easiest of the easiest. So what you can do is you can take all of your old memories from tape and move them over to disc, where they're safe, where they're protected, where they stand the test of time, where they take up less room, and where they look better. And you're thinking, what is it? Okay, I was with him until he said it looked better. Would they just get overexcited? No, they actually look better, because one of the things that this machine does is it converts, it upgrades anything you put into it, whether it's a tape, whether it's a disc, it upgrades it to 1080p high definition. In fact, we even include an Hdmi cable, which is it's not the whole part of the process, but it is a key component of it. So you're able to plug your DVD VCR into your television with one cable. You don't have a mess of cables back there. And whatever you have, so maybe you have a tape of a wedding from 25 years ago with, great grandparents who aren't with you anymore, or that sort of thing. You're gonna see them, no joke,
in the highest of high definition, as high a definition as your television can play back, maybe for the first time in 20 years. It's a pretty extraordinary thing to say, but that's how good this machine is. So there's three big things it does. I've mentioned dubs tape to disc, up converts, big deal here, up converts your old media into high definition. Even if you have old DVDs, old, you know, the Star DVDs or the Potter DVDs or whatever, it'll up convert those as well. And then the other thing that this does is allows you to record from live television. So you see all these little thumbnails right here. Some of these are recorded from live TV, some of them are recorded from tapes, etc. How many of you are paying right now a service, a monthly service on a DVR? You know, from your cable company. You don't have to do that. You can get that once you get this home, there's no ongoing fee at all. So you can pre-program this to record from your satellite, from your cable, from your disc, from your dish. Doesn't matter. It's tuner free. So it's totally up to you how you do it. Okay, enough introduction. Let's show you how easy it is.
And I'm going to put a 10-minute clock up. I mean, I think a lot of you would think this would be a 10-minute process. We'll show you how many times we'll do it in the next 10 minutes. I have to be clear, though, about this. I'm going to show you how many are left, and it does not count the 200+ people who picked up the phone in the last 2 minutes. So when you see 700 on your screen, it may be 700 forever and ever. This is the only airing, so we're doing a special flex for this hour only. It's basically a little over $1 a day. You could put an ad on Craigslist or in the paper and make some cash and help out your neighbors. You could call your family members and do it with them, and Aaron's going to show you how you can be a film editing expert. Real simple and easy. Everybody can do this.
Okay, this is easy. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to count the thumbnails. That won't take very long.
Right, it's like chapters. It's like old DVDs. It's DVD chapters are in films when you buy
exactly,
them.
Or when you buy a box set of something, it looks very professional. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want to point out that there's 4 there right now. Okay, that's simple enough. When we come down here, I also want to point out, by the way, if you have an old camcorder, do you have an old VHS-C camcorder or beta camcorder or any of those formats, you can plug an old camcorder into this as well, and it will record your camcorder memories, both video and audio. A lot of people ask me about that because they just keep their old camcorders around to play the video back. You can dub it here as well. Okay, there's a disc in here with 4 thumbnails. I'm going to stop that disc, so I'm just going to press stop and move this over to VCR mode. Now I'm going to take a tape. This is actually a show that I did here at HSN a couple years ago. For you, it's probably a wedding, a birthday, an anniversary, whatever it is. Doesn't matter what it is, you're going to keep it safe. You're going to make sure that it doesn't grow a day older. So when the tape plays back, one of the things you'll notice, you don't have to adjust the tracking. You don't have to do anything. It automatically does all of those things. I'm going to begin the recording process. You've got to watch this. This is how easy it is to dub. Ready? Here's my soon-to-be world-famous one finger. Now comes the demo. Right down here, there's a button that you cannot miss. It's dubbing. Ready? I'm going to touch it one time. Abracadabra. Boom. It's done. VCR to DVD dubbing. It even tells you what it's doing right now. At this point, you could leave the room. You could go to work. You could do whatever, because it's recording in real time. So if you have a tape that's a couple hours, that's fine. You don't have to babysit it. You don't have to do anything. When it gets to the end, it'll automatically move everything over to DVD, just like that. Or you can do what I'm about to do, which is stop myself, which is press stop.
Right, you get to make the clip show. You know, weddings, we don't need a 5-hour video, but that wedding from 30 years ago, there's a couple of great highlight clips you'd like, and then you can make discs and give them away at an anniversary. You know, I think a lot of times we start to think about this when we lose somebody in our lives. Sure. And we lost our father-in-law just a couple months ago, and we're having a memorial next month, and everybody's sending in photos, and we started looking for videos, and what was the one thing everybody said? I've got a VHS. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. I don't even know, frankly, where it is, but I know I've got it somewhere. This is the answer. And once those tapes go onto that DVD, they're saved and stored forever so that my children will see real video of their grandfather who they will never know. I mean, my son's 2.5. He's not going to ever remember him. And my daughter's 11 weeks. She never met him. This is, it's one of those things that there's utility to it, there's great function to it. You never have to get rid of the videos or turn it over to a stranger, but it's about preserving what is most cherished and most important to us. We've moved out of the world of VHS tape. We need a way to take what you've got on it and move it into the next century, move it into the future so that it can be saved and stored forever. And this is our best way to do it, and they're just not manufacturing these guys anymore. It will pay for itself in no time. You can share it with friends and family members. You know, on Dad's Day, have everybody who's coming over, your sister, your brother, ask them for the 7 videos that you want that they have, and everybody can leave with a clip show DVD at the end of the day. We're giving you 11 discs, and these are a couple of cents a piece at a grocery store. I saw them at the gas station the other day that you can buy these. There's nothing fancy or complicated about them, and once they're finalized and done, Aaron, they'll play anywhere, right? Computers, any DVD player, Blu-ray players, it'll play back.
And you guys can see when we started the show about 8 minutes ago, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 thumbnails. That's it. We had 4 to start, and now in real time you've seen us put the 5th one on there, and I'll do another one in a minute. It is so simple, so easy to do. I'm going to just step behind the table here for a minute because I want to show you guys something else. You know, Brett mentioned that we include everything that you need, and I think that bears sort of reminding you. Everything you need, from the batteries, the remote, the discs, of course the DVD VCR itself, comes to your door at the same time. And I love that because I feel like a lot of times when I get an electronic home and I open it up, I'm so excited to start playing with it. And then it's, you know, I've got to either go buy a cable, or I've got to go buy batteries, or I've got to go buy something. You don't have to buy anything for it. It's everything you need to start recording immediately comes along. So there's, you know, just that kind of instant gratification. And what a gratification to know that you've taken the time to save your family's memories. Callie Northagen, one of our hosts here, she did this about a year ago, and she said, Aaron, I felt like I lost 15 pounds because, you know, it was just such a weight off my shoulder to know it was safe and protected for her son, for Tristan, and for the generations thereafter. Another thing this does is it declutters. So you see all of the all of the tapes in front of me. It's a lot of tapes, and it's a mess. They fit on this many discs. So, you know, if you're just decluttering, doing a little bit of spring cleaning, if you're thinking about a summer job, if you've got college kids coming home, or if you want a second job, but you don't want to leave home, put an ad on Craigslist, it's free, that says, I dub wedding tapes to DVD. Nearly every home in America has a tape that they want moved over to DVD, but dubbing houses are expensive, and they're even hard to find now.
Well, they become so expensive, too, that everybody thinks you need some fancy degree, that you need to have a editing degree, and you need a special deck of this and that and the other thing to be able to do. You don't. You need the Emerson combo player, you need a blank disc, we give you 11 to get started, and you need to know how to press one button. That's it. So we've got 4 minutes left in this presentation. With calls coming in, we have less than 500. I know you see 620 on your screen, guys, but that doesn't account for the 200 people in line ordering. This will officially, hands down, bar none, be the only presentation on the day, and we did special flex only for today, quite frankly, only for this airing. So $36, just over $1 a day. You'll get some money back in your pocket if you put that ad in the paper. You'll save the videos that your brother has, that your mother has, that everybody has, and then they go from a disc onto the computer, and now they last for the next 10 generations.
And let's show everybody how easy it is to do again. I'll remind you, this is a great big customer pick on HSN, that the factory that makes the heads, the VHS heads for this, is telling us that is ending.
Yeah, they said they're
soon.
done at CES this year. They can't do it anymore.
So it's not a product that we'll have too much longer. And I think it's an important thing for many of us to have in our lives. So we have one, let's take a look at the TV screen. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 thumbnails on the screen. We have a disc in right now. I'm just gonna stop that disc. So just press stop on the disc, and then take whatever tape it is you have. This is a show that I did, a play that I did with some good friends 15 years ago now. So it really, this tape is getting quite old. I'm gonna press play, and I'm gonna ask Brett to do the honors. To, once it starts, it takes just a second for it to play. There we go. You can see the quality is still very, very good because it adjusts to tracking. It's up converting to 1080p. That's another thing, even when you're watching a tape. And Brett, I'll let you do the honors whenever you're ready to start dubbing. There's just one.
I'm too captivated by your performance.
What are you gonna do, right?
So here we go. One button. Turn it into a DVD. That's it.
That's it. That's all. VCR to DVD
at the
dubbing.
exact moment that you want it to start, let it go if you're going to record the whole thing, or come back at the exact moment that you want it to stop. I mean, it's just that simple. It's just that easy.
It really is.
Yeah.
Something that we haven't really mentioned. So you'll notice very quickly here, it moves everything, and it tells you that it's moving it over to disk. Once you have things on disk, the world is your oyster. I mean, you can put them on Facebook. You can put them on Twitter. You have them stored digitally, so you can share them with several people, so that there's not just one copy anymore. That memory is made safe. You know, particularly once you put it on the cloud, once you get it into some sort of cyberspace. Also, Brett did mention this, but I'll remind you, these DVDs will play back on any DVD player. So yes, you're making this for yourself, but then if you want to make copies for grandma or for friends or for family members, of course, this will play back on any DVD player. There's one caveat, and that is you have to finalize the disc. So until you finalize the disc is left as open storage, and you can keep recording from television, you can keep dubbing over from a DVD. Remember, you can plug an old camcorder in. Anybody who has an old camcorder and they want to put their camcorder memories on DVD, you can do that. So you can continue to do those things. Once you have finalized the disc, that's it. It's like putting the final screw in and being done with the car. Like it's done. You can't do anything with it anymore.
And then
except watch it, of course.
Then watch it,
right?
And then share it,
exactly.
And then never worry again. You know, even just watching you put the VHS in and those click, 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 bang, booms. Even in that moment, don't we all go, ooh, is it gonna make it? It's a flawed technology. We've updated, we've upgraded. It's the 21st century, and now what's from the 20th century can be made in the 21st. The bottom line is that the factory that manufactures these heads, they're like, we're done. Nobody's making VCRs, nobody's making VHS tapes, so why should we keep manufacturing the heads? We will continue to work to keep this product in stock because we see a real demand and a real necessity for it, because there are still so many families out there that have footage, that have major memories, that want to be able to record. Don't forget too, though, once you're done recording, it's not like you're done with this. It's an up-converting DVD player every single day. It'll take standard definition DVDs and play them better. You can record the DVD from live TV if you've got a performer in the family. You know, my mom, she was on HSN a couple months ago for the first time ever. We used this to record her first entrance into live national television. It's a workhorse product to have each and every single day. But to be able to preserve the memories, we're thrilled and be honored to be able to do it. I know how important it's been for my family, and I know it will be for yours. With the calls coming in, there are 400 left. It's special.